We are on the road today. We're invited by the National Garden Bureau to the California Spring Trial. So super excited to be going to this event. It's a little bit of a different event for me. It doesn't have anything to do with vegetables, but it's all about flowers, ornamentals, even succulents, new varieties that are going to be introduced over the coming year. So really excited to see some flowers because I love bringing flowers into the garden with the pollinators. And I know there's going to be absolutely beautiful displays of colorful flowers. I'm really looking forward to that.
What I think is neat about this, though, is that we get to intermingle with people that we normally wouldn't. So
that's right.
That's cool, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to meet some garden people and just hang out for the day and see a lot of really beautiful plants.
Yes, and what's different about this event for me from a camera perspective is that I've got to wear everything on my back. For all my gear, whatever I need to have it with me because we're going to be out and about. It's not like I can just run in the house and grab something. So I think I've packed everything. It should be pretty fun. Either way, though, we'll get the shot.
We are here with Diane from the National Garden Bureau. And Diane, I can't believe it's such a beautiful display here. And could you tell us a little bit about the event?
I would love to. So this event, unfortunately, is not open to the public, but it is for the commercial side of the industry. And this is where everybody puts on their best new varieties. And so the growers, the distributors, sometimes the retailers come out here. They travel from all over the world, basically, and they come to look at what some of the new introductions are that will go in your garden next year. So right now it's 2019, and we're looking at things for 2020.
Well, so they're really preparing ahead of time for next year.
Yes.
So we could possibly see some of these beautiful flower varieties in the garden centers come spring of 2020.
Yes, yes, the new introductions. Now there may be some things that have been introduced in the past that are also here. So, you know, we'll just have to go around and we'll spy some things and we'll talk to the breeders that are putting everything on display. They'll tell you, oh, this is available now, this will be available next year.
Okay, I see. Now, so a couple of years ago, we went to the veggie trials out in Northern California. So this is a totally different event. How is this event different from that?
Actually, the vegetable event mimics this event. This one has been around for 30 or 40 years, but that vegetable trial, I think you were there the second year they had it. So it was very new. And really the difference is this is going to be pretty, whereas that one is all about tasty. So it's going to be about the vegetables and what new things are coming out, whereas this is all about the flowers. Ornamentals, we call them. You will see some vegetables here at the stops today. A couple of the breeders do both. They do the flowers as well as the vegetables.
Okay, they've got the best of both worlds then, right?
Yes, they do.
Now, tell us a little bit about how All America Selections, we've talked a lot about it on our channel, but maybe you can explain a little bit about that, and does that come into play at this event at all?
Sure, yeah, it does. So we're a nonprofit organization, we're a plant trialing organization, and we trial it all. We will trial vegetables and flowers, perennials, grasses, you know, whatever it might be, we can trial it. And then what we do is we have our professional judges, some of whom are traveling with us today. They are looking at these new varieties to determine, well, are these really new and better than what's on the market? And if it performs better than what's already on the market, then we name it an AAS winner and we do the marketing. So as you're walking through today with different breeding companies, some of them have AAS winners, some of them have some varieties in the trials, but I can't talk about that. So yeah, if they have a winner, they're going to be marketing it, and you're going to see the logo on it. So you'll definitely see at least one here today. You'll see a couple in the other stops also. Okay, wonderful. Well, we're looking forward to the day, and for our viewers, if they see All America Selections, that's definitely, you want to go in that direction. Thank you so much for inviting us. We're excited to. It's going to be a great day. Go check out the day. Okay. All right. These are all different Gerber daisies, going to be potentially hitting the market in 2020. Would you look at the size of these and the color? This is just a gardener's eye candy. So Mark, you're here at the event today. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're looking for here, or what your role is even as a gardener?
Yeah, I work at Green Bay Botanical Garden as a director of horticulture, so we get to take care of 23.5 acres of gardens. So we grow about 20,000 annuals from seed, and we're an All America Selection trial garden for ornamental seed and vegetative plant materials, and then we also like display the winning flowers and the winning vegetables. So I like to come here. Yeah, this is the first time I've been to this event, and it's neat to just see all the different plants out there, and then we're looking for ideas of what we can bring to our own garden, and especially things that, you know, consumers and people that have their own landscapes might want to add to their own backyard. So that's kind of one of the really cool things about coming out here.
You were just telling me here about these strawberries. I love to grow strawberries. I grow them in little crate towers in my backyard. And you were telling me this is a really great variety right here.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you've grown that?
Yeah, this the Liz strawberry, it's an All-America Selection winner, and it's actually grown from seed, which is kind of cool for the strawberry. So we actually start them in January already in our colder climate, and they're starting to grow. We're going to pot them up, and they'll bloom, and they'll have the fruit on as we're growing them and doing our other production. So we like to snack on them throughout the time when we're watering everything. And they bloom all summer long, and you have fruit all summer long. So that's really a neat feature about this particular Deliz strawberry. And then the other thing I was mentioning too is, like, I like to use them as like a spiller in a container, you know, because you got the thriller, the filler, the spiller when you're doing your design. So we'll just mix them right with flowers or other vegetables. Like they have this example here of a kind of a pot of tomatoes and basil and strawberries and a grapevine even. So it's really a cool plant to use that way too.
And I think there might be some samples over there. Maybe we can grab a sample too. Grab one of these. Whoa, these look good. This one's huge.
I'm gonna try a little guy.
Cheers.
It's delicious and really cool.
We made a basket that you can put on the balcony, and everything is related to strawberries for your dessert or for your things. So we have the Delice strawberry, and then we have the mint for making nice cocktails. But we also have the basil to do it with the strawberries, and of course the tomatoes, the hearted tomatoes, and the vine.
To make your own wine.
Yeah, well, you enjoy your summer fruit. That's what it is.
Enjoy it, right?
We've got the white, we've got the pink coming along, and this is all about, because this is very unique, you don't have a double bloom strawberry, but here it is.
That's amazing.
And you can see the prolific blooming, and even here, every flower becomes a strawberry, so in the end you have a lot of strawberries that you can actually eat, and they're all good tasting strawberries.
Delicious.
Because we propagate our material from seed. We select plants that actually don't produce that many runners. So what you have here is purely the flower stalks, and as the fruit starts growing on it, they become heavy, so they go down. So you have the fruit eventually hanging down on the side, and you have new flowers coming on top. So you always have the promise of new strawberries coming, and you have the strawberries on the side.
I love this little display here. It's so cute. This is just some kind of little plastic potting bench, and it's filled with some romaine lettuce, some thyme, I believe this is thyme, rosemary, and a cute little tomato plant. Taking up a very little space, so you don't have to have a lot of space to grow veggies. And I just love how they've set this beautiful display up here. We are here with Josh from Pan American Seed, and Josh, we had a lot of fun coming out a couple years ago for the veggie trials.
It's great.
And we met you then, and I know you're super passionate about your vegetables.
I do love my vegetables. You're absolutely right about that.
That's a lot of fun. So tell us a little bit about what you do here and about these vegetables.
Sure. So Pan American Seed Company is a company that breeds seed varieties. We breed varieties of vegetables as well as flowers. The vegetables that we are working on developing are varieties that are suitable both for home gardeners as well as small fresh market farmers. We really do a lot of focus on flavor, on productivity, disease resistance, early maturity, those types of things that are really desirable for both home gardeners and fresh market farmers.
So Josh, I gotta ask, what's with the baseball gear?
We are at our California Spring Trials. It's an event that we have every year. It's when we let people come out and see some of our new varieties. And one of our themes this year is a baseball theme. So we have all sorts of baseball garb, we have Cracker Jacks, we have different bases, all of that type of stuff.
A lot of people think that if they have a small space, a deck or a balcony, they can't grow vegetables.
Right.
And I know you're doing some really fun things with compact vegetables. So tell us about this beautiful little pepper plant here.
So this is called Fresh Bites Orange. It's a new pepper that we've been working on that actually grows well in a very small container. Like I'm talking about a 6-inch container that you could put on your patio table. You could even put it on a windowsill if you wanted to. So no excuses. If you want to grow vegetables, you can grow vegetables.
I love that.
Yes.
That's great. Now I know we do a lot of things like, well, people think it gets cold out and they can't grow vegetables anymore, but being able to grow it on a windowsill.
Exactly. Yeah, these guys actually can do well in the windowsill. The ideal would be that you would buy the plant and it would have fruit on it already that would continue to ripen and mature, so that you could just, while you're cooking dinner, go and grab a fresh pepper. And yeah, they're bred to be grown in these small containers without getting extra large. Yeah. You just got to make sure, you know, give it as much sun as possible, and then because it'll probably be in a small container, it's important to make sure that it doesn't dry out, and so keep it well watered too.
Got it. Gosh, we have a lot of people who are brand new at vegetable gardening, maybe never even grown anything at all, or maybe a little bit scared about getting started. So being that you have so much experience in this area, what would you say to people that are brand new?
Actually, the first thing that I would tell people is, honestly, like if I am sitting here talking about it with you, you can do it too. Like there's no excuses. Whether you don't have a lot of space, you can grow things in containers. Whether you have a yard, we have varieties that are so suitable for growing well. It's really, really satisfying to take a small plant or a seed and tend to it and be able to harvest the fruit off of it. Like I swear to you, it tastes so much better if you grow it on your own. Do not worry about making mistakes, because I still do it years after growing, you know, for all the years that I've been growing vegetables, I still make mistakes. It's okay. Just give it a try, get out there and garden.
Can people find these varieties like in the garden centers?
Sure.
Or are they coming out next year?
Some of these really small varieties are brand spanking new, and they'll just start being available in garden centers, maybe this fall too. We have a whole assortment of vegetables, like I was saying, both for containers or in ground, that is available now and will be at garden centers this spring. So again, just give it a shot, and yeah, there's bound to be something out there that you'll be successful with.
Just go for it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today. It was a lot of fun to be here.
No, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Diane, this has been so much fun. I really appreciate you inviting us. We've just had an absolute ball.
I'm so glad that you were able to come and you got to see all the flowers and the new varieties that are coming out soon.
Exciting.
It is very exciting.
I'm going home very inspired to redo the containers on my deck. They're looking pretty drab and pretty dull, and I want to get some nice bright color in it.
I think you have a lot of ideas now that you saw today, so that's great. And inspiration, I mean, like with National Garden Bureau, that's what we try to do. We try to inspire people and give them new ideas so that they continually like, oh, I'll try this new and this new. So yeah, that's
You're doing a great job of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell people where to find you?
Yes, National Garden Bureau is ngb.org, and All America Selections is aaswinners.com.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Well, we want to encourage you guys. It is spring now. It is gardening season. Get out there and plant something. Get some color in your garden. I hope you're inspired by today as we were. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.